Basic appraisal procedures. Page 134. General valuation development. Fannie Mae requires the appraiser to develop a value opinion for a property based on one or more of the three approaches to value: sales comparison, cost, and /or income approach. The sales comparison approach is most heavily relied on by Fannie Mae. Sales comparison approach. Fannie Mae requires research analysis of properties with similar influences as the subject in the same neighborhood. For instance, if the subject is next to a railroad track, the comparable likewise should be. If the appraiser cannot locate a comparable in the same neighborhood, she can use comparable sales from competing neighborhoods. This is acceptable as long as the appraiser adequately explains how the competing neighborhood is comparable to the subject neighborhood. This is the selection of comparable sales section. A minimum of 3 closed comparable sales must be reported. Additional comparable sales, land contract purchase data, pending sales, and active listings may be used beyond the first 3 comparables as support for the value opinion. Fannie Mae allows the prior sale of the subject property to be used as a comparable sale for additional support, but not as one of the 3 closed sale transactions. A comparable sale cannot be created by combining a vacant land sale with the contract construction price of a house. Comparable sales should be closed within the last 12 months. Older sales can be used if the appraiser believes they are appropriate for the situation and the best indicator of value. The appraiser must explain the reasons for using any comparable sale more than 6 months old. Comparable sales should be chosen from within the subject's defined neighborhood. If it is necessary to use comparable sales from outside those boundaries, the appraiser should explain why it was necessary to extend beyond them. Adjusting comparable sales section. Fannie Mae requires using quantitative adjustments for any differences between the subject property and the comparable sale, with the exemption of sales or financing concessions. The adjustments must be based on supported market reaction to the difference and not personal opinion. Qualitative analysis is not permitted. Fannie Mae has no specific guideline for an individual adjustment. Although if one single adjustment is excessive, the appraiser should probably comment on why it was necessary. Fannie Mae does, however, have guidelines for absolute net and gross adjustments. Large adjustments to comparable sales could indicate that the comparable may be lacking reliability as an indication of the subject property's value. We spoke earlier of how an appraiser looks at absolute net and gross adjustments as a technique of determining comparability of a sale to the subject property.